Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day today. We are having a very snowy blizzard actually today, so it's the perfect day to cozy up, drink some tea, and work on a sewing project. I haven't sewn anything for actually a couple weeks now, which was a very nice break after Christmas and New Year's, and then we got sick shortly after, so I haven't really had any time. So we are on the mend now. Hopefully my voice sounds okay. I don't really know how much I'll be filming today in particular, just because as the day goes on, my voice gets worse and worse. So we're making the most of how I feel, and we're gonna see how much we can get done. So let's talk about today's project. So my birthday is coming up in a couple weeks. It's on January 25th, and it is my 30th birthday, which is very exciting. I feel like 13 going on 30, flirty and thriving. But I really wanted to make myself a birthday dress. I made a birthday dress for myself last year, shortly after I had started to learn how to sew. And so I thought it'd be kind of a fun tradition to make myself a birthday dress. So let me show you the pattern that we are going to be using today. I actually won this on an Instagram giveaway. I was so excited because I have been following this pattern company and the founder of this company for a while, and she finally started releasing her own patterns. So she started making dresses and selling them before, and now she has kind of converted over to just making and selling her patterns. So it is called the Ella dress from Silversaga. Excuse the grid paper, that's all I had to print this out on. And we are going to be making the long sleeve version of this dress. I think it's just so pretty. It's a maxi length dress with a tie front at the neckline. It's got these really long puffy sleeves and this really pretty empire waist. This dress is gorgeous. So in the giveaway, you could pick any of her patterns, and I knew right away I wanted to pick this one. But we are going to be making a couple adjustments to this. It is a fairly plunging neckline, which I'm just not super comfortable with wearing. So there's a couple people on Instagram who have made this dress and have adjusted the neckline. So we are going to be doing that with this pattern. And the fabric, it's purple, which I actually don't own anything purple, but it is this gorgeous, beautiful floral print on this really pretty lavender. This is from the company Riley Blake Designs, which is the same company that I got my brown floral fabric from that I made a little while ago. This is the Anne of Green Gables collection, and I just love this. There's so many of the fabrics in this collection that I want to buy. But I bought this actually from a small shop called Cute Little Fabric Shop, I believe. I will link them down below. But they sell a lot of the Riley Blake Designs discontinued fabrics because they have a couple of these still on Riley Blake's website, but they did not have all of the ones that I wanted. So this is a fabric that we're going to be using today. I did end up having to actually order more fabric because I didn't realize they said it only needed 4.5 yards for the size that I am cutting out, but it was on 51-inch wide fabric, and this is only, I believe, 43-inch wide fabric. So I had ordered 4.5 yards, but I ordered 2 more yards to do the bodice. So we are actually going to be starting with the skirt, which I don't always love doing because the skirt is the easier part of the pattern, but I'm a little intimidated though by the construction of this dress. It is for an advanced intermediate, which per my usual videos, this is probably biting off a little bit more than I can chew because I'm definitely not even an intermediate sewer, but you know, who doesn't love a challenge? Anyway, I need to not talk very much because I can already tell my voice is kind of going. Let's start constructing the skirt. So the side seams of the skirt are done, and I just cannot get over this fabric. I really, really like this Riley Blake Designs. I think they have some really stunning prints, and I'm happy to find them because I have a really hard time finding fabric that I like. But all that is left to do for the skirt is to attach the center front seams together. So how this skirt is going to go is it's going to kind of go like this to create that empire waistline, and then the bodice will attach obviously to this portion in the front here, but that is what this piece sticking up is for the center front. And I may end up try adding the adjustments to the neckline sleeve portion, because how this dress is constructed, the bodice and the sleeve is all one piece, which I've never seen before. Not that that's saying much because I haven't sewn that many things, but I'm kind of excited to make that adjustment, and I'm just gonna kind of wing it, you know, why not, and see if that will work. So I might work on that this afternoon, but for now, this morning, we are just going to do the side seam to finish up this skirt, and then I will talk to you guys probably later on this afternoon. So I finished up the skirt, and I actually decided to work on the side bodice pieces really quickly. I have a little bit more time than what I was expecting, and so I just want to get these done. I think it will be pretty simple. I'm pretty sure it's just a straight stitch with these two together, however they go. I haven't looked at the instructions yet, but I thought I would just get that done really quick before I end up taking this afternoon to try to work out the armhole. We'll see how that goes. So let's stop procrastinating and get to sewing, because now I'm just in a chatty mood and I need to get this done. So we are back inside and all dried off from being outside in the snow. Sorry if you hear some noises in the background. Rosie is very patiently waiting. We are just getting ready though now to make some hot cocoa and watch the Great British Baking Show, and then we will get to working on my dress again. But you guys, it is just so magical. The snow, it felt like something out of a dream, and I felt like a little kid again. It was magical. So anyway, I'm starting to lose my voice again already this afternoon, so I may not be able to talk very much, but let's make some cocoa and cozy up, because goodness gracious, you guys, it's just been such a lovely day so far. So Rosie is down for her nap, although she's not sleeping yet, but I did lay her down. So I thought I would try and adjust the neckline of this dress. I'm going to do what somebody else did on Instagram. I will show it to you guys. I'll set the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. I'm totally winging it here, so hopefully it all works out well. And then I do need to cut out some of the, I think this is the neckline binding on the bias. So I have a little bit of leftover fabric that I think I should be able to cut on the bias for, and I can at least get that done and out of the way. So let's see what we can figure out. So I don't know if you guys were able to see what I did, but basically I traced the original curve of the sleeve, and then I just basically raised it a little bit up. That looks like what she did in the picture. It's basically like the same curve, just raised up a little bit. And then here at the end, she just tapered it off to match the corner of the original sleeve. So that is what I did. I didn't really measure it, but in case you are curious, I ended up adding from the edge about 2 inches, and then it obviously goes down as it tapers in. So we'll see how this works. You guys will end up seeing if this actually works or not. There's the adjustment to the sleeve for whenever I get that fabric in. So the fabric just came in, took a little longer than I was anticipating. So we have a little bit of time this morning and we are going to work on the sleeve. So I was just looking at the instructions. So I'm hoping to get the bulk of it done today and see how far we can get. I have about an hour and 15 minutes this morning to work on this. But anyway, let's start doing the sleeves. So here's what it looks like pinned, and you are gonna have to kind of mess with this once you get over to the sewing machine. But basically you just wanna catch this in your seam allowance because this is where the armholes meet. So I kind of leave it like this because you have to end up flattening it out as you're sewing in order to get this into the seam allowance. We'll just do the 1 centimeter seam allowance, which is just so small compared to what I'm used to. So I have it all set out because I'm getting pretty excited. Here is the gathered neckline, and now I am just going to adjust the gathers. I think I'm making, actually look up, I think I'm making the size 38. Yes. So I need to adjust the center back to shoulder needs to be 13.9 centimeters, and the shoulder to center front needs to be 27.9, it looks like. So it needs to gather to that, and then it says place pins at the center, front, and center back to hold the long threads in place. Just gonna work on that now, and we are really getting there. Looks very 70s right now because the sleeves are not gathered at all, but I think this is gonna be such a pretty dress with this fabric. I really love it. So the dress is done, and it is just a feminine and flowy dream. This pattern is so flattering. So many people had said that about this dress pattern in particular, and it's so true. So I just absolutely love it. I love this fabric with this dress. I think it plays beautifully into that feminine energy, and I just think it's the perfect way to welcome 30. So I do have a couple notes about the pattern. Number one is this is definitely a little bit of a harder pattern, and I would not recommend this for beginners. It is rated an advanced intermediate, which I would say is probably pretty true. I would say I'm an intermediate beginner, and I really struggled with the finishing touches on the dress. Not so much the actual construction, but the bias neckline is where I struggled the most. So just keep that in mind if you are wanting to make this pattern. A good side note is the adjustment on the neckline, I feel like really worked well. I didn't have any problem with the construction of the dress with the adjustments that I made. I think if I were to make this again, I would actually raise the neckline just a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more wearable. But I do still really like this. This is about as low as I like my dresses to go, and I just think it worked out really well. But that's really the only notes I have on this dress. Other than that, I think it's just a flowy feminine dream, and Anne Shirley would be so jealous of the puffy sleeves that are on this dress, because just the video doesn't even do it justice. They are beautifully puffy. So I think that will end the talking portion of this video. I thought I would end this sewing vlog with some clips from my actual birthday, just taking you guys along and showing you a couple things that we're doing. I'm not really planning on talking, just because I really like to enjoy the time that I have with my family. And I find that when I'm trying to vlog, I just can't do that as much. But I will take some clips for you guys to show you guys what we end up doing for my birthday. It's gonna kind of be a 2-day celebration, because all of my family is not in town, and so we're celebrating on my actual birthday, but then my entire family is going to be celebrating a couple days after my birthday. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know in a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for spending your time on my channel today. First video of 2024, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Mwah.
First